Hello and welcome to the SCDA Season 7 Heal Ball Power Rankings. My name is Spades. Joining us is Lay Julian
Hello.
and Lay Dicey. I don't know why I decided to introduce you guys with Lay, but whatever.
It happens.
Yeah.
It's too late
So,
now.
yeah. Anyways, so Heal Ball is something new that we've added, which is BDSP VGC.
The best
which
format,
is
in my opinion, we have this
Yeah,
season.
I was gonna mention it was your favorite format. Dicey's gonna dip his toes in the water this season.
Very exciting format.
Oh, it's awesome. You'll love it.
Hopefully.
Anyways, we are gonna go in draft order, and we are going to discuss teams, and we're going to say if they are good or complete and utter dog shit.
Probably Sax team.
Yes. So
Yeah.
with that, Dicey, would you like to introduce the first team?
Starting it off, we have Galactic Porygons, coached by Pumpkin. They ended up taking Hitmontop with the first pick, which to me is a excellent mon in the format. Fake Out and Intimidate's always really solid for drafts.
Yeah, and it's a
And then he has
format
the
that's
tools.
starved of Scrafty and Incineroar, so Hitmontop's probably the only one of that.
I mean, there's still like a lot of Intimidators, but yeah, not a lot that
Well, but
also have the
Intimidate
fake
and
out.
Fake Out,
Yeah.
yeah.
Intimidate and Fake Out is
Yeah.
very rare. I'm pretty sure Hitmontop is the only one in the format.
I believe
Probably.
so, yeah.
Yeah.
Furret there in the sixth pick with Follow Me. Redirection's always solid as well.
Especially for the rabbit.
I like this team's fast and slow mod. Aerodactyl is one of the best tailwind setters because it has like one of the absolute best base speeds in the format. And Bronzong, just super reliable trick room setter for Camerupt, which is fucking 105 special attack with nice stab coverage.
Yeah, I think this team is built around a Azumarill, like looking at it.
Which is honestly very fair. Azumarill, to me at least, looks like it's one of the premier water types in the format, with huge power, being able to just hit everything for so much damage.
Yeah, it's the only water fairy, which is just such goated typing.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then there's Manectric to use for Lightning Rod. There is a Firewater Grass Core, but it doesn't have a ground resist somewhere in there. So Bronzong and Aerodactyl are your ground resists. This team is solid.
Yeah, it looks good.
It looks like a really good team to me.
Honestly, no clue what else to say. It just looks really solid. No glaring weaknesses. It has all the speeds covered, slow mode, fast mode. It kind of has everything.
Yeah. See this type chart. Type chart looks fine. Oh, other than your ground, like I said about the ground. But I guess Bronzong, they count as a ground weakness, so never mind.
Yeah, I only put the Pokemon that have only Levitate, no other weaknesses as like immunity because you can't switch the abilities. But yeah, it's 2 immunities at least. Also, there's a Glalie. We can't forget about the Glalie, which just wins matches on its own.
Where's Oxawave when we need him? Yeah, this team's good. Definitely one of the better teams.
For sure.
Alrighty. Let's move it on to Yorem, the South Shore Umbreons. And he has his namesake Umbreon paired with Togekiss as the A tier.
Also, Ninetales for its Moonlight to heal even more. Also, very important, one of the best logos in the division.
Yeah, that logo's sweet. It's not made in MS Paint, though.
Yeah, that's actually rude.
That's a shame.
How do you feel about double Follow Me on this team?
I mean, one of them a fairy type, one of them a steel type is pretty absurd.
It's really nice to have the two best defensive types as your Follow Me mons.
It exactly covers each other. One of them redirects away the ground types from the other and stuff. Like, can't just pair them next to each other and shit. It's pretty funny.
Yeah.
The team also has Drapion, my beloved.
Yeah, you like Drapion a lot.
Oh yeah.
The first sign I see though is I don't see a whole lot of speed control in this team. I don't see a Trick Room setter, do I?
No, but the team has to follow
No.
me, so it's probably fine. I mean, it has a lot of ground weaknesses, but Toruk somewhat makes up for it. The thing is that most Pokemon only has Earthquake as ground coverage anyway.
Yeah, Earthquake I can see being a huge issue at times, but anything that's not Earthquake, Togekiss can deal with.
Exactly. So basically the special attacking ground types are
Yeah.
super fine. Also can just lead Octillery Wobbuffet and let Moody do its thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this is probably the most awkward Firewater grass core. Octillery Blossom Ninetales. Such weird assembly.
Yeah, you do get Blossom with Chlorophyll though, and Chlorophyll on tier mons I like a lot.
True.
Yeah.
It will need quite a bit of speed investment to outspeed everything that's like below base 100, but it's still super fine.
Yeah.
Lopunny looks really strong. I still haven't used it in the format, but I feel like it could be a good Pokemon. It's just missing a super good ability, I think.
Well, I guess you could try like Klutz Switcheroo is the only thing that people have really been using with it.
Yeah, I just always wish
Yeah.
it got something else. And it uses the Assault Vest Klutz value. It's basically only like the Flame Orb Klutz
Mhm.
value you get, but yeah. It's not the greatest, but it's definitely a good Pokemon, I think.
Yeah. I think this team is good. I just fear for the lack of speed control, and I think the Firewater Grass core is a little subpar, but Togekiss, Lucario, and Umbreon are very good
Oh
pieces.
yeah,
So
definitely.
Yeah,
Wait,
for
you
sure.
forgot Drapion, which is the best
and
Pokemon on the
Drapion,
team.
of
Yeah, the
course.
best Pokemon on the team. I mean, Drapion gets Rock Tomb and Scary Face, and Electivire gets T-Wave. That's your speed control right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I get your point.
That's the options.
Yeah, I get your point. It's worse than Pumpkin's team, I would say.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
All right, let's move it to the next one. This is Vert's team, the Mid Atlantic Galades, and he had first pick Arcanine, which I have to say is one of the better fire types in the format. There are not very many good fire types, so spending big on an A tier fire type is something I approve of greatly. And
I definitely agree with that. Fire types are one of the strong fire types are one of the rarest things to get across in this format.
mhm.
Yeah, and personally, I think Arcanine's probably the best of all the fire types in the format.
Yeah,
So to start it off with that is great.
I'm still torn between Arcanine and Entei, but yeah, it's easily one of the two best ones at least. The one thing I don't get about this team, why is there a Metang on it?
I actually have no clue. I guess he just wanted a steel type. I mean, Metang isn't terrible defensive wise, but with the lack of Eviolite, it's definitely not as good in my opinion.
It doesn't even hit
So
hard. It has also only 75 attack.
yeah, no, it's super subpar. But everything else, like the Firewater Grass Core is nice. I like Parasect and I like Feraligatr a lot. Raichu is a great piece as well for speed control. With I think does it get E-webs in this?
No, there's like two
No.
Pokemon that get EVIP if I remember correctly.
Okay, but it still gets Nuzzle, which
Yeah,
is
exactly.
good.
Yeah.
Miss Magius is fast-ish. That actually pairs really nice. Pidgeot is probably Tailwind as well.
Okay, actually, there's no Pokemon that learns Electroweb in BDSP.
Oh, really? Huh.
Yeah, because the only level up mon is Galvantula, and that's not in the game.
Ah, okay.
Makes sense.
Yeah, this team looks like it's still suffering from what Yorm says. Like, I think the speed control isn't as good, and this team's a little bit more frail, in my opinion.
It has the redirection with Parasect, which is a kind of speed control, and like you said, Raichu. You could theoretically set Trick Room with mages, but yeah, it's missing a tiny bit. I guess to Dragon Dance users is almost speed control.
Yeah, you do have Dragon Dance and Parasect. That's a nice combo.
Does
I
Pidgeot
like
get
Yeah.
Tailwind?
I'm going to assume because it's a bird.
Yeah, it's also pretty fast, so if it gets Tailwind, that's cool.
I mean, 101 isn't the fastest though.
I mean, for this format, I think it is. It's missing a lot of
Yeah,
base
Decent
100
format.
it
Pokemon.
does get Tailwind.
Yeah, I think 101 is amazing in this format, actually.
We'll have to see what else pops up. But I actually like this construction a lot. There's a lot of fun pieces here, a lot of pieces that kind of work together. Arcanine looks to be a very key component, though. A lot of these
Definitely.
Pokemon have low defense, and the Intimidate is going to help so much. So,
That Intimidate's going to be a key factor each week, I believe, with this team.
Yeah.
Or he can use Absol to beat up his Arcanine. That would be funny.
I want to see that, please.
Oh, and I guess another point, Parasect is so much better because safety goggles in this format.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So-
It still
No
has-
safety goggles is huge.
It has two huge 2x weaknesses, but also just running Focus Sash isn't the worst.
Yeah, and having an immunity to water, though,
Yeah.
is something that I'm a big fan of.
Also,
So-
Effect Spore against the Fake Out teams works as well
Mhm.
sometimes. I guess you can't spore them anymore if that happens.
just
definitely an
affect
option.
spore sleep, easy.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, I like this a lot. There's a lot of things. This Raichu looks like it's a good fit. The Arcanine's a good fit. Parasect's a good fit. Everything here I like.
Yeah, it's just nice to have a setup mon where Rage Powdermon with different setup options.
hmm It does suck though that the thing you want to set up is weak to grass, and grass is immune to
Well, you can set up
Rage Powder.
Flygon instead.
Ah, there
Like
you go.
Feraligatr Flygon, it has a few different setups. And I guess Nasty Plot Miss Mages, it should probably learn that move, if I had to guess.
Yeah. All right, let's keep her moving, shall we? We have number 4 in the draft order. We have Noah and the Canberra Berserkers, and he went with the first pick of Raikou.
Great pick. Good Pokemon.
Yeah, Raikou is a really good Pokemon. Tangrowth for that same thing with Rage Powder. Staraptor with Intimidate. This looks very similar actually to Vert's team, but I like this one a little bit more, I think.
This one has a big ice weakness, which stands out to me in the type chart. You have the two water types at the resist, but that's it.
Dicey, did you tried to say something, I think?
Just about Raikou. The 115 speed is phenomenal in the format, and a good, strong electric type is always something I love to see in drafts,
I agree.
just because of how hard they hit everything most of the time in the formats.
Mm-hmm.
And Raikou can really do everything. It can be super offensive. It can set your screens. Can do speed control. It's pretty nice.
It really is a great wand. And you have pieces around it to support it with the Rage Powder from Tangrowth, the Intimidate from Staraptor.
I'm excited to see the Alakazam put in work. That's a really cool Pokemon. Inner Focus is a very nice ability so that you don't have to worry about getting faked out. You can fire off huge damage dealing psychic moves with your massive special attack stat. But I think the ice weakness is something to look out for this team. Definitely. And not only just the ice, but freeze dry also hits the Tentacruel.
And like he only has one stab to be hit super effective against ice, right? With Steelix? Or am I missing something?
Yeah. There's no fire type actually.
Yeah. Oh, no fire type is huge.
Yeah, that actually makes it even worse. Like, you don't have a reliable way to deal with ice now.
Steelix doesn't resist. Most ice is even special. Yeah, ice could be scary here. I think.
Like freeze dry, even nothing for freeze dry.
True.
So, but only like 1 or 2 Pokemon even get freeze dry.
Yeah, it's very limited in the format, but in the games that it does come up, it's going to be a huge issue.
Yeah.
I've never actually looked into Delcatty, but most of the normal types are amazing support Pokemon in this format, so looking forward to seeing that put in work. Just super low
Delcatty gets
defenses.
fake out if I
Yeah,
it
it
does.
does. I'm very sure.
It gets set up, it gets T-Wave. It doesn't get screens.
I mean, that's what he has Raikou for, so
Yeah,
it's fine.
helping hand. It has a lot of coverage moves to it, but it doesn't have really an attacking stat to use it with. I don't know. We'll see what he does with it. All right. Moving on. Dicey, do you want to introduce this one?
We have the Dallas Dronadons by Quick. And I really like his draft, in all honesty. The Latios, starting with the first pick, I believe it's probably honestly one of the few S tier mons in this format. Its typing isn't the best defensively, but offensively, it's an absolute monster. The 130 special attack is great. And then, honestly, Empoleon is a great defensive partner for it, being able to resist a lot of what Latios is weak to.
Yeah, I definitely see that. Sableye is the tricky little bastard he is.
Sableye is always going to be an annoying little guy.
Yeah. I like how his like if you look at his typings, he has only one single type. Everything else is just full.
This is the first team we see now with a dragon type. Still no fantasy card though. The fairy is missing here.
Wow, he's all those types and he's missing a fairy and a grass.
Oh, true. Yeah, I was actually a bit surprised about the Quagsire pick because he already had Empoleon and he was probably already planning on picking up the Claydol.
I don't think there's enough poison resists. Looking at the type chart.
Also, wait, let me actually change this real quick. Quick did a trade after his week 1 match. He got a third water type onto the team.
Ah.
Oh.
That's what he was missing, the third water type.
Exactly. Anyways, yeah, Latios is definitely, like I said, one of the better picks to build around for BDSP because there's not a lot in testing with its 130 special attack and 110 speed. Gets access to Tailwind, gets access to coverage moves, gets Recover and Calm Mind, I think. So, yeah, Latios is a super good pick. Empoleon, I mean, you give... Water Steel has to be one of the best typings in the game.
Definitely.
So,
it's amazing.
And Defiant, which I don't think you take advantage of that well with this team because there's not a lot of physical attackers. So that's something there, but like it's actually mostly a special team looking at it.
Yeah, it's Toxicroak and I guess Quagsire. I mean, Claydol could run Earthquake and shit, but yeah, this team doesn't really get intimidated well.
No, so Defiant you're not going to use.
But yeah, after having to have prep for Latios, I have to say, that Pokemon is scary. The speed here with the special attack stat and coverage is pretty good.
Yeah, it's super good. Yeah, I think it's a fine team. I feel like there's a lot of redundancy on it. Like there's a lot of redundant. Yeah, 3 water types, almost all special attackers.
Yeah.
And a Toxicroak. You do have Rage Powder with Venomoth, though. And Sableye is Sableye, so...
Yeah, Sableye just does Sableye things. Disrupts the opponent however it pleases. Can't even set up Psychic Terrain unless you do it manually, which seems bad. Claydol gets Trick Room, right?
Claydol does, yes.
Okay, good. So there's also that part of speed control. Yeah, team looks nice.
He can get good use out of his D tiers, I think.
For sure.
Which is very important to do in draft, in my opinion.
Yeah, Chatot unfortunately doesn't get Boom Burst yet, which is sad.
Oh.
Oh.
Unfortunate.
I believe also no Tailwind, but I mean he has that covered with Latios, so it's fine.
Yeah, Latios gives him that
Yeah.
speed control. He has immediate offense. Does, I think, lack a little bit in the bulk department, which can be annoying. But Sableye is going to carry so much, like a
Yeah,
I
it
believe.
should.
All right. Julian, would you like to introduce this coach?
Oh, it's Bardo's team, the Phoenix Rising Voltage. Let's see. I actually have no clue what this draft is. I only remember the first few picks. That looks fast as fuck. Like,
Yeah,
the first few
we
picks.
have
Yeah.
the fast team in the division.
Like,
That's
Weavile
for
into
sure.
Crowbird, damn.
Yeah, Weavile's probably already outspeeding 99% of the Mons.
Yeah. The only
And Crobat
Pokemon I remember
is
that we
the other
already
one.
saw is Aerodactyl, right? That's probably the only faster thing we covered so far.
Yes, I think it was just
Yeah.
Aerodactyl. Aerodactyl and Crobat are speed tied.
Yeah.
Anyways, so he went with Rotom, Heat, and Marowak for the Disquake combination.
And the Telepathy Gardevoir to fill any slot needed.
Yeah, Telepathy Gardevoir actually seems like a sweet fit on this team. Do Discharge with Rotom and Earthquake with Marowak. Marowak and Tailwind do not sleep on.
Ooh, yeah, that deals
I've
damage.
gotten that thing to
Mhm.
fast. Oh yeah. Let's see.
Other than
Does he?
looking at it, I don't understand the Tropius pick. I mean, he had a grass type, and Tropius is bad.
Yeah, Tropius is a little weird. Zangoose is pretty funny with
Yeah.
the Toxic Boost.
He also had the flying type already. Yeah, I don't understand the Tropius. Should ask him at some point.
Mm. You have Rage Powder Trick Room with Carnivine Gardevoir.
Yeah.
Mawile is your Steel with Intimidate. The team's got all the pieces,
Hmm.
and I think it mixes the attacking stats really well. I just worry about the frailness of this team. This team does not look bulky at all.
Yeah, that's the one thing it could struggle with. But like, it's so fast, it just KOs the opponent before they can attack back, so it's probably fine.
Yeah, this is definitely going to be the hyper offense of the division.
And I mean, he also has the redirection with the Carnivine, which can also sleep powder. So some
Yeah.
decent support there.
All right. We'll move on to the Royal Noob and the Kolkata Corviknight Riders. And this team, now, before you see all the water types and think, oh, he has too many water types. Well, he made trades to correct that,
Okay, let me
which
check
I think
really quick.
we might as well just show that one. Because,
Yeah, I don't think it's worth it to talk about a team with 4 water types when he's
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
better version
So
of
now
it.
we only have 2 water types, which is definitely better. Water is one of the better types in draft, given the not as many ways to hit it for super effective, and there aren't that many resists to it. Either way, we have Garchomp, Rotom, Fan, more Disquake.
Finally, another dragon that got drafted, but this is also missing something for the fantasy core. There's no steel type here. Spades, what do you think about that?
I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed. So we have Clefable Slowbro, which is a sweet combination, giving Follow Me Trick Room, always good. But Slowbro is a mon that can get out of control with setup, and it's got Slack Off as its own recovery, which is good. Hitmonchan, I'm a big fan of. Volbeat not getting Tailwind is really annoying, but
It's still a really good support Pokemon in the
Yeah.
format
It still
anyway.
has really good support moves on it.
Yeah,
And it still has things like Thunder Wave for speed control.
exactly. It's slightly behind Illumise, but it's still really good.
Cacturn is a personal favorite Pokemon of mine, despite its horrendous stat line.
It's horrible, but it's so cool at the same time.
I just like the idea of a cactus. Or like a scarecrow. Like a cactus scarecrow. That's just so cool design wise.
True.
He is Intimidate with the Quillfish. Pseudo Wudo as the only normal resist. and then Rapidash is the fire type. So the fire water grass core isn't, I guess, what he was going for. He was more the upper end with the Chomp, Fable, the Fan, which is a very solid core.
Yeah.
Rapidash really nice with the speed here. 2 speedy mons with Chomp and that one.
Yeah, this team doesn't really have like a good way to get fast speed control despite the T-Wave. Trick Room is good, but I don't see I only see Cacturn appreciating the Trick Room.
I mean,
And I guess
Slowbro itself as well.
Slowbro, yeah.
I mean, depending on the matchup, even Clefable can do Life Orb, Magic Guard,
Yeah.
just Nuke Moonblast. Can definitely work. Haven't looked at the type chart yet, to be honest. Let me see. Nothing that looks like really scary, I think.
There's nothing on the type chart that stands out to me to be too worrisome.
Seems super fine.
Yeah.
I think the all-around solid team.
Yeah, I think it's good. Let us move on. Dicey, or I guess we have one of you can introduce this one.
Zach's Probo Mints is here.
Have like the best logo we've seen.
Oh, by far the best logo.
So we unfortunately had to remove a coach 2 picks before the draft was done. So Zach also did some trades. So let's open those up and talk about them instead of the initially drafted team.
Yeah. So he has half of his mascot. Where's the other half?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, someone sniped it. I think, the next coach sniped it. Oh, finally a fantasy core, by the way. Salamence, Granbull, Heatran. 3 really strong Pokemon, in my opinion. Like, Tribal is D tier, but just look at its attack stat. And it's a fairy type.
Yep.
Its issue is play rough accuracy.
Wide lens.
But just looking at it, I think Zach probably has the best top end of the draft with Salamence, Zapdos, Heatran.
The 2 flying.
Those pre-mons are really good.
It was very nice.
The only issue is that Zapdos can't pressure the ground types. It can only resist their moves.
Oh, poor Zapdos. Losing every possible coverage move and special flying move.
He has the second best support cat available. Only.
Persian.
Does anything on his team set Trick Room? Like, can Starmie do it or something?
Starmie does get Trick Room, I think.
Okay, because like Curse or Stock by Credili is a huge threat. It can work outside of Trick Room, but it's just nicer if you can get it up for it.
Honestly, I think I want a slower Trick Room setter.
Yeah, I mean, you can also just T-Wave everything on the opponent's team. And then Credili could outspeed things.
Yeah.
Honestly, with Rotom on the team, he might even not need Zapdos anymore, if there's anything else he could trade for. It fills the electric type and also levitates.
Does Salamence get Tailwind in this or not?
It should. I mean, if it gets it in Sword and Shield, it should here too.
I don't know if it even gets it in Sword and Shield.
I have no clue. It does not. Sad.
So he has no real fast. Like, he's just going to get outpaced. There's not really that good speed control. Persian gets Icy Wind. Maybe that's his only hope. I mean, it's still a fine hope, but
I don't think
it's a decent
gets
option.
Icy Wind.
Oh, it doesn't?
I don't think it does. It shouldn't.
Am I lying then?
I'm pretty sure it only gets in Sword and Shield because it's a TR there.
Wow, it doesn't even get Icy.
Yeah, no, it doesn't get it.
Yeah, there's barely
he's getting
any
outpaced.
Pokemon.
Super hard.
Yeah, I mean, he has multiple T-Waves and Dragon and Salamence, but that's about it.
Yeah. So he needs to shift towards playing a naturally bulky playstyle, which he's double intimidate. Can definitely get by with. But you don't want to.
Yeah,
So
better Trick Room Weather would also be nice for the Machamp, for example. Like really Machamp, Crumble, they're all nice in Trick Room. Can also obviously work outside, but the bulk is not there on all of them.
yeah.
I really like this
I
team,
think
it looks strong, but as you said, the speed could be an issue.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Let's move it right along. Which one of you wants to?
Sorry you cut out Spades.
Oh, who wants to introduce the nose? Wait, what? Can you hear me?
Yeah, can hear you.
Okay. As you say, which one of you wants to introduce?
Oh, yeah, the next team, that's Sinister Salamanders, coached by Treasure. I personally really like this team because Honchkrow, I think, is a fantastic Pokemon in the format. It's missing a bit of speed and bulk, but it has really great options. Has good special attack and attack, could do Snarl stuff or just Brave Bird, Sucker Punch stuff. Has Tailwind. I mean, Cresselia, obviously, one of the best Pokemon in the format.
Yeah, Cresselia is the premier Trick Room setter, I feel like. Despite it having 85 speed for some reason.
Brawl Pass is pretty great. It's one of the only two Pokemon in the format that get Body Press. Combine that with like Leftovers, Iron Defense, it can do damage. I just don't understand why there's 3 water types in a row. Suicune, obviously, amazing, does everything. Luminion has Storm Drain and Tailwind, which is great. But I mean, kinda does the same thing as Suicune does, and I don't know why there's also a Seeking. I mean, I guess it helps redirect the electric types away from the other water types, but why are all the water types even there in the first place?
Well, you also have 2 flying types that don't like the electric types.
Yeah.
If you look
And
at that type chart, there are 5
I mean, if water types
weaknesses.
would be traded away, it wouldn't be that much of an issue.
Yeah, but
I
it's a
agree.
huge issue for the team. I
Yeah.
think Seeking is definitely the most important of those water types. Suicune is definitely good as well. Luminion is redundant.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
I mean, it helps protect the Moltres and Probopass, but that's pretty much it. Oh, but that
Mhm.
also gets Trick Room, right?
It might.
I think. Not important, I was
I
just
feel like it's one of
curious.
the mom that does.
Oh, also, people not that familiar with the format, Riolu gets Follow Me. I mean, we already talked about it earlier with Yorams. What's the name of the evolution? Lucario, yeah.
Yes, Lucario. I want to see
We'll
more type
see.
diversity with this team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
I'll also
understand
throw it out there that I think Cresselia and Suicune will be very annoying to break through on teams.
Oh, for sure.
They're so bulky.
And even the Pro Bus can be an issue
Yeah.
if you don't bring the correct coverage or lose the monster.
So you do have Follow Me Trick Room. You have Follow Me. You have Seeking, which will hit Hornbills.
Honestly, it might be fine if the water types all had a secondary typing, but they're all single water. That's the
Yeah.
issue. Honestly, otherwise
Yeah.
it could be fine if they just did
But
something else at
Seeking
the
is
same time.
the immunity to electric, which is important
Yeah, it's
for
important
everything.
with all the others there, but they shouldn't all be there.
Yeah.
I don't know. This team is just confusing me mostly, to be honest.
You just want to see the Probo
I
Pass.
just don't understand what exactly the plan is here.
Step 1, set up. Step 2, be unkillable. Step 3, win on timer.
True.
Yeah.
True.
All right.
That works.
Let's move on to. Oh wait, we can skip. All right.
So you want to introduce your own team?
Yeah.
Every
The
time.
Sacramento score bunny by myself here. Started off with Breloom. to me is probably the best grass type in the format without safety goggles for fastest spore.
Yeah, I like Breloom. I think this is Julian's favorite team, but for one reason and one reason only.
The best Pokemon in the format. That's the reason. Best Pokemon in the format.
I think Julian needs to talk about.
You keep cutting out Spades.
God damn it.
So yeah, but the follow-up after Breloom Illumise, which we talked about earlier a bit when we mentioned the Volbeat. It's basically Volbeat that gets a bit better moves. Like it gets Charm, for example, which Volbeat doesn't get, and something else I just forgot. That we already mentioned earlier when I said Entei I personally think is probably better than Arcanine, but I'm not sure. They're both pretty close. Great fire type. Like your Fire Water Grass core is great. I don't have too much
Yeah.
experience with Swampert, but I know it's good. Also gives you the White Guard, I assume, which would be nice.
There's enough grass resistances to where Swamp is A-okay.
Yep.
And yeah, I think Pyrockly is one of the best support Pokemon in the format. 112 speed with Fake Out. Has good abilities. I mean, I don't know how much intimidated this team gets. Probably not really because of the inner focus anyway. So Pyrockly will probably be thick fat mostly, but which is still nice. A normal type with 2 resistances. But yeah, it does a lot of things. Has good support movesets.
I'm excited to see Gliscor the most. It's such a cool Pokemon to me. I don't know why. It just like the design is so cool.
Good design them on.
Also, nothing that stands out to me as a glaring weakness in the type chart. Yeah, this team looks well-rounded.
Yeah. Very well-rounded. But
I'm excited to
well-rounded
play
does
with
not
it.
mean easy to play. There's a lot of weird interactions with this team. I guess the first one is your speed control.
Yeah.
100%. Like, what do you have? You have Zatu, which is Tailwind and Trick Room. Illumise is T-Wave. But handling your speed control.
I mean, Pyrockly is also decent.
Does Pyrockly get Icy Wind?
No, but it gets Scary Face or Rock Tomb or something. I forgot which one, but something like that.
Okay.
And it's definitely, most of the times, one of the fastest Pokemon on the field, as we talked about earlier. Like,
yeah,
we
sure.
saw Weavile and stuff. Like, not a lot of faster Pokemon drafted. Also, I want to see some Magneton sweeps. 120 special attack is absurd.
Yeah, that's sweet.
It's one of the
What's
few NFE that are actually good without the Eviolite.
What's Magnezone's special attack?
No clue, actually.
I'm
130.
130, so it's not even that much different.
Damn, that's funny. You lose
Yeah, your team is sweet.
speed. Yeah, you lose 10 speed and get 10 special attack. Damn.
Yep.
All right. Let us move on to Mono Mallard and the Wedgehurst Whimsicots. And oh boy, those first 3 are bangers.
Yeah.
They really are.
I do like to see that.
The rest of the team is a little more questionable. But Metagross, Ludicolo, Pelipper is like just so strong.
Yeah, it's not easy to prep for that combination necessarily.
Mm-hmm.
Not at all.
Well, what's funny is you over prep for those, and then you lose to something like Dusknoir.
Yeah, hey, Dusknoir setting Trick Room for oh no wait, for Guts Ursaring, scary as fuck. That thing deals damage. 130 attack.
Times 1.5 because of Guts.
Ursaring's great.
Yep.
Also, that's a great team for Macago. That thing dies to any water move anyway. Might as well put it into rain. Doesn't matter.
Sneasel is a solid Pokemon in this too. This mod does get Icy Wind.
Yeah, with
Most
one of the
important.
best speeds as well. Can't be faked out. Sneasel
And
is
can
nice.
fake out.
True.
This team's great. It's got a fast mode. It's got a trick room mode. Let's see that type chart. Dark. Dark is the only questionable thing.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I guess your only real resist is Dark
Yeah.
is an issue for you.
Yeah,
But
if
other
that
than
evil
that,
would be fine, but like Sneasel still dies to some dark moves probably.
other than that, though, this is a very proactive team. I feel like this team is going to determine how the game is played each game, and the opponent has to adjust to it.
Just look at the base speeds. You have 1, 2, 3, 4 Pokemon above base 100, plus the Swift Swim as well. That's absurd.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, definitely scary.
And then whenever you try to be fast, then he's going to click Trick Room, and then there's a giant bear coming after you.
I'm really looking forward to Mono's games. This team looks fun.
I think this is my pick for the top team.
I don't know if it's the top team, but it's definitely one of the most interesting to spectate, probably.
For sure.
It's a really fun looking team.
Yeah. All right. Lucian Flash from the Rebellion with a very tattooed Gudra.
Wait, I think he made one single trade, a fire type for a different fire type. Yeah, there we go.
Okay. He first picked Medicham. That's a surprise to me.
Yeah, I also don't know what that means.
It means he really likes Medicham.
I just have no experience with basically all of his mons, to be honest.
So Pachirisu, obviously the champ.
Yeah.
Articuno is your Tailwind, and Articuno is pretty. Flareon is just a D tier fire type. Tangela D is actually pretty good because even without Eviolite, it's still Rage Powder, Sleep Powder, and pretty bulky.
I wanted to move it up initially, to be honest, but it seemed fine to stay. It's definitely
good. Gorbis with Shell Smash, and you have Rage Powder and Follow Me.
You also have the Rain for it.
Yeah, you have Swift Swim as well. Oh, looks spicy. Mighty Anna. Okay. Politoed, Mesprit, and then the Slacking. So, it's so weird seeing Slacking and not a way to change its ability. Unless there is, and I'm missing one, but...
No, Power Swap Medicham is the only, interaction I can see here.
So you give Medicham Slacking's power.
Yeah, basically. That's the only thing
I can see everything dies. Holy shit. 160 attack double? Oh, fuck.
I mean, it's probably just like Choice Band Giga Impact or something. I have no clue. Like I said, I have no experience with any of those Pokemon. This team looks weird as fuck to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have Tailwind, you have Trick Room. You have Physical, you have Special Attackers.
You have 2 Redirectors. Like, all the tools are there. I just don't see any way how anything interacts with each other here.
So, it's a team that has all the pieces, but it has a very high skill cap to it.
Yeah, that sounds
because like the pieces don't have a clear connection to each other. But
at least to us.
Yeah, at least to us. We're only puny brained.
Yeah.
Well, mostly Julian, but
we can't comprehend.
Yeah.
But it looks definitely fun.
Yeah.
It's a team I want to see how he plays it throughout the season for sure.
Like, I think right after Mono's team, that's the next one I'm super curious about. Just because I can't comprehend what's happening here.
Yeah, well, I hope he's going to show us because Lucian, good player. You can see he won a division last season, so we'll see where he takes it. Let us move it on to I guess I'll let Dicy introduce this one. I've introduced a few.
We have Spooky Boogie here. Scizor is probably top 2 Mons in the format, in all honesty. The best steel type by far to me. A lot of offensive pressure, and then He has some fun tools on the team with the jump luff being really fast, sleep powder, rage powder to set up the swords dance on Scizor. Infernape, one of the few good fire types in the format. Slow King for Trick Room. The team has a lot of tools on it to me that are fun and can interact with each other.
Our
But there is
first
a
fantasy
lot
core.
of normal types. Yeah.
I don't understand, why are there 4 normal types? Please explain. I don't get it. And 2 of them are
There is-
Trick Room setters when there's
Okay,
already a
so
Slow King anyway?
first of all, Kecleon is not a normal type.
It is.
Stantler is a normal type. Linoon and Wigglytuff won't be coming.
And they're all 3 bad. Kecleon at least is good.
So we have Trick Room, we have Fake Out, we have Direction, we have Tailwind, we have Lightning Rod as well if you want it.
Yeah.
Okay, so it checks all the boxes as far as what stats wise. I think it checks all those boxes too.
Also, it's pretty impressive that with 4 normal types, he still is not super fighting weak because he has 3 resists.
That's beautiful. Let's see. There's nothing really glaring about his type chart
Yeah.
either. No.
Actually impressive.
Huh. With 4 normal types, this team looks so balanced. That is
just
hard to
missing
believe.
a lot of step coverage, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, type diversity is where we can dock him then.
But yeah, you need to prepare for Scizor, Infernape, Latios. Those Pokemon will just clean up otherwise. Really scary.
For
Yeah.
sure.
And Julian's gonna be rooting for the Stantler. Nothing else. Just the Stantler.
Well, I like Kecleon. And also, I mean, Infernape is a Pokemon I would have considered just because I really want to try it out in the format. It looks pretty nice. Has some great speed.
Yeah. Alright. And then the last team to close it out is
Pikachu.
a team with no logo. But yes, there's a Pikachu.
There is a Pikachu.
And there's a Murkrow and a Dugong. Wow, Julian must
Go-to
like this
team.
team too.
Go to team
Yeah.
for real.
First pick, well, he had the wheel, so he picked Hariyama Murkrow, which I gotta say, that's a spicy combination.
Yeah,
I really like the combo.
Yeah, Hariyama is a great Pokemon. Can fake out for the trip to go up and Hariyama to sweep, or just set Tailwind with a Murkrow and sweep. The Hariyama is so strong. 120 attacks, guts.
Mm-hmm. And it has fake out, so he can even stall the turn itself,
Yeah.
which
Yep.
is really cool.
And then the next wheel, another great combination, Torkoal Executor. Pokemon that together, Executor can set Trick Room for the Torkoal, or it can just be Chlorophyll and deal infinite
Yep.
damage with a 125 special attack.
Yeah, Executor's attack is not 0.
Not
That
0.
does damage.
It has way too many weaknesses, but oh boy, if that thing gets to attack. And also,
Yeah.
you can actually make it super bulky with Harvest. Get your Citrus Berry or whatever back each turn with the Sun up. Like, Executor, I think in this format is really strong. Like, every game I've watched in BDSP where someone used Executor, I think they won. Or it was at least really close. Because it just dealt so much damage or survived so many turns. It's cool.
I actually think it might be better than Venusaur.
I think so, yes. And
I
then
think for
Spades
this
was already.
format, for sure.
Sorry.
Just for this format, I think Executor is infinitely better than Venusaur, for sure.
Yeah.
Like, it gets the same moves, just has higher special. Or, if you don't even want to do that, Harvest and Sun is
Yeah.
Chef's Kiss.
It's nasty.
Oh, it's so beautiful.
And then as Spades said, I think Dugong is a great Pokemon. It gets Fake Out, Perish Song, Icy Wind. It has good tools, good typing,
Mm-hmm.
decent bulk. Like, that Pokemon does a lot of things. I mean, it has a rough time actually killing things, but its support is so nice.
Now, we mentioned those Pokemon, and those are the only Pokemon that are going to see the light of day.
I could see the Cherum coming.
Registeel is a steel type. Gallade is decent.
Cherum next to Gallade in the sun kind of sounds threatening, in all honesty.
Yeah. Ariados has Rage Powder, I believe. So there's
Yeah, it
definitely
does.
one game where it will do something.
One game.
Okay, Ariados is fucking bad. It's a terrible Pokemon. It has no stats, it has nothing. But there will be a game where it kicks Rage Powder. Hopefully.
Yep.
And I mean, Pikachu is just Pikachu.
Yeah. Okay, maybe this team is a little better than I took it credit for. I just looked at the top part and I thought those first couple Pokemon were fantastic.
I mean, I don't know when like Pikachu or Cheren will come and what exactly Registeel's and Glade's matchups are, but I think everything can come except for Ariados. That Pokemon is actually trash. Oh, also, I just realized I never removed the abilities that you can't get in game. Registeel is locked to Light Metal. You can't get Clear Body, so that's definitely a bit of a nerf for it there.
Rest in peace,
Yeah.
Registeel.
Yeah, it doesn't get Body Press in this, so it has weak attacks. But I mean, it's a Steel type, so it does things. Let's see. Wow, that's a lot of flying weaknesses.
Yeah.
Might be the biggest
Flying
issue.
types could be an issue.
Especially because Pikachu is one of the resist, and Pikachu has no bulk. Like,
Well,
yeah, it
and the
threatens
fact
them.
that your real like cores of the team are weak to it, that's exploitable.
Yeah, like that might be one of the biggest issues here, the flying weakness.
And your redirection is also weak to it.
But yeah, the rest of the Charizard seems super. Oh, well, wait, fire. Wait, let me look at fire. Especially when you set sun. You have one single resist.
Yeah, fire is an issue.
Thick Fat Dugong, though, is a fire resist.
I forgot it gets Thick Fat. That's true. It makes it a bit better.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like one trade to get another flying resist, maybe even fire resist, would help this team a bit.
For sure. I think the Cherum.
Yeah, 2 grass types doesn't seem too important.
But keep the Exeggutor.
Oh, definitely.
Beautiful.
That thing is a beast.
Sure.
I personally would never draft it because I know I will fuck up. I can't use it. But if you know how, it's scary as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
All right, and I think that's all the teams. Do we want to highlight the top 3 teams?
Sure, we can do that.
All right, so what was was it this one? It was this one. This is my pick for my favorite team. We'll just all pick our favorites, I guess. So this is the pick for my favorite team, the Rain Metagross with the Trick Room Ursaring. This one looks to be, I think, the most powerful and the most difficult to prepare for.
Well, my actual favorite team is probably Dicy's, just because of Perkly. I'm just such a huge fan of the Pokemon. But just the entire team composition, I need to think for a second. So Dicey, if you have something already, we can look at that.
I would probably honestly go with Zax.
Ooh,
I really Salamence Heatran is really strong to me, and I really like just the team overall, what he has on it.
Yeah, he's got good pieces on it for sure. Like, can't argue that. Yeah.
I'm personally a huge fan of Persian, always have been.
Then we should trade.
It's good Pokemon.
You should trade the cats.
I think I like my cat a little bit more.
I need 3 cats. It's only accurate that way. All right. So we have Mono.
Really rough time deciding here. I think I would like Spooky Boogie's team if it didn't have 4 normal types. That team looks cool, but yeah, 4 normal types is an issue. The Marshadow team I also really like, but it also has the issues of the 2 glaring weaknesses. Can you show Treasure's team? Was that the one with the infinite water types? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that team I would also like very much if it didn't have all those water types. Ugh.
You need to make a choice.
Fuck, this is so hard. Let's go with Lucian's teams because I have no fucking idea what to expect from that. That's
Okay,
my
so you're
wildcard
going with the
favorite
surprise,
team pick.
yeah, prize factor.
Exactly. I'm just gonna
Lucian's
get
team.
surprised by how bad or fantastic it will perform.
Huh. Yeah, this team looks like a lot of fun to spectate. I don't want to build with this.
Oh, never. I would rather drop. But spectating sounds super fun.
Yeah.
His games are going to be very interesting.
For sure.
All right. I think that's gonna wrap it up from our end. It's not really more of a how the teams rank against each other. It's more so what the original thoughts we have of the team. Basically, if we like it or not.
Yeah. It's super hard to
Yeah.
actually rank the team against each other, in my opinion. I always have a rough time.
Yeah, but
There's
we do
just
have
so
our
much
3
that goes
favorite
into it.
teams.
Yeah.
So, all right. Any final words?
Well, have fun, everyone participating.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll have fun winning.
He's
So,
laying
yeah.
down. It's like my division.
Yeah.
All right. Well, this is Spades, Joyd, and Dicey checking out. Good luck. Have fun to heal ball.